Fred, do something!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's stream. Hope you're having a good day. Today was quite interesting in that I got some general things done. About 3:30, 3:45 this afternoon, I realized something. That I had no water pressure. In fact, I had no water service at all. So I called American Water, the water company. to find out what's going on. They said they see nothing wrong. It's like my account is paid. Matter of fact, I have a credit on my account with them. And yep, there was no water. And so it was, to put an emergency call. It's like they have an emergency do come out like an emergency. So it was like that was about 3:45. It was a 3:30, 3:45. Call work called out because I have to pay attention for like for their dudes to come as like so to come on and see what turns out and things of that sort. And so when they finally get a dude out here, you know what it is? Turns out he was out here earlier in the day, shutting off the water to my neighbor's place, and he shut off mine accidentally because they couldn't tell which one was which. Now I have a conversation with him, like, and he's wondering is like, how come I didn't call earlier? Well, number one, I live by myself, so I kind of conserve water a lot. I shower when I need to, and you flush when you need to, and things of that sort, and all sorts of stuff. And so I naturally on an average day I was not going to notice. It also doesn't help that I was like, okay, I got some stuff done in the earlyish mornings, and then I took a nap, and so I also would not have noticed until like when I woke up in the afternoon. So it was like, huh. Yeah. Oh, I got a case of bottled water. Well, I prefer to drink from the tap. So, um, so there's that. But because that the time I had to wait for like the dudes to come out to see what was going on and everything, get it all resolved, it was like, yeah. So I lost out on work today because of that. Because like, wait a second, I normally pay that because the water bill does not arrive until like the third week of the month. And so, like, and granted, this is the third week of June, but what I mean is like the billing cycle ends like around the 19th or 20th every month. So I was expecting the bill to be coming on the 20 like Saturday or Monday. So I kind of have that like roughly worked in my head here. Because like my three major bills, it goes electric cable gets paid like the first week of the month, water, middle-ish, and electric at the end of the month, with while saving up for the big property taxes and sewage bills are quarterly. Still, my misadventures aside, tonight we were supposed to be playing, or starting, Revenge of the Savage Planet, with Iceman. Unfortunately, Iceman, he got back from his camping trip yesterday, and that uh, member of his family had an accident, and so he was not um he was not going to be able to join us today because for those particular reasons. So we hope everything goes well with Iceman, which which means that now I kind of did have a choice. We could have done more Sam and Max, because I know we're not going to play Sam and Max on Saturday stream because the pace of knocking out 2 episodes at a time. The episodes are not long enough to fill out like a 5-hour stream. So so we kind of have we're kind of mixing and maxing here. Now I did also discover very early this morning The multiplayer for Mass Effect Andromeda on the PlayStation 4 side kind of works. I did go into it and I tried to get like some matches and stuff to see, but I'm guessing because because the PS4 is on the Wi-Fi. It says it's connecting. First playthrough of Alien Isolation. No, it's supposed to be The Revenge of the Savage Planet, Iceman, which is almost like Alien Isolation. Iceman, I hope I hope everything is all right, sir, or as right as all right as can be. I can imagine just like you had you had medical matters to attend to. I had water issues to contend with. It was basically that kind of day. Yep. Hey, no, Iceman, no problem, sir. Like, uh, as it says, like you're. So that's why it says like, okay, we had plans, but we had to do alternate plans. But as I was saying, the multiplayer does still work. The only problem with the multiplayer is, well, I'm on the low side. Oh no, wait, these. Okay. But we're ready to deploy. You have lost your connection. Okay. Let's try it this way. Because it would be cool if we can actually show off the multiplayer aspect. Because if we could actually, we had after came and discovered some work had been pushed up a few weeks. It was then went in and said I wasn't going along. And what the hell's going on? Turned the corner. That was we were gone that long. It was like, yes, you turn around and shit happens. There we go. Look at that. The multiplayer still works. And remember, we did a lot of nights dedicated to the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, the Xbox 360 version too. Yeah, all they would have get I would have gotten like a credit of like $5. You know, like how low my water bill is every month.
Hostile territory, people. Secure this position and stay sharp. Showtime.
Hey, Striker.
Sensors clear for now. Great shooting.
Shit. Of course I would fall down the hole.
Enemies incoming. All enemies clear. Keep it up.
Eric was sad. He was looking forward to seeing what the game was about. Yeah, I hear you. Sometimes unexpected
We detected mission critical data. Find the location and upload the intel.
Oh. Which one am I on?
Let's get out of here.
Data transfer complete. Hang in there, Apex. Data received. That's a wrap. Nearly through.
Again, the multiplayer is just so much fun.
3 more to go. Enemies down. Keep your guard up.
I was great. We were great.
Of course, one can argue Mass Effect 3's multiplayer is better because you can play as a Volus. Follow the big happy Krogan.
Enemies cleared. Stay alert.
Who's ready for more?
Enemies headed your way.
Let's go.
Look out! Heads up!
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
Only 3 hostilities left?
All clear for now.
I was great. We were great.
Intel shows key enemy personnel in that area. Don't let them leave.
Can do.
Yeah. Forgot that there's...
They've got a Hydra!
Scratch 1.
Ooh, shields down.
Target eliminated. Target down. Good work.
He
All
was
enemies clear.
confident,
Keep it up.
but he should not have been.
We were great.
We're done here. Get yourself to the LZ.
Mission successful! And I helped. Yep, so there you go. Oh, that reminds me, Iceman. Did you see that they actually added another expansion to the Division? Like, speaking of multiplayer stuff. I mean, the Division 2. But at the very least, we got to at least show off the multiplayer for Andromeda. So it's kind of weird, like this to have like, yeah, it still works. You just gotta hope that the connection to the EA servers works. And hot days ahead. Wanna know how hot? Wanna know how hot it's gonna be here? I got 2 fans on, one there, one there. I created my own cross breeze. Like Monday the 23rd, 97. Tuesday the 24th, 97. Wednesday the 25th, 96. Thursday, it's 95. Again, it's all next week too. It's like, damn, it's gonna be hot. And problem is, when it's that hot, I mean, also means, whatchamacallit, danger of thunderstorms. So, since we're here,
Enemy is down.
Pathfinder, the life forms in this area display accelerated growth markers.
all right. We want to get these.
I think that's it.
Like we get things going. How far are we from the next spot?
The initiative researchers might benefit from scans of the mutated wildlife nearby.
We are looking to scan the wildlife. Not that wildlife. We also picked up an achievement too. What was the achievement that we picked up? Oh, using construct skill 100 enemies. Yes, we gotta sick our bot on a architect, and that's on Caldara. Place filled with more scum and villainy than you would ever know.
Took one out.
That's right, I gotta punch dudes in the face. And also shoot them from the air. Wish. You know, they keep saying they think they're done, but then you got these rope. Oh, there's death from above. I say, where do you say these? Ready?
That'll show 'em.
All right, you know, sometimes you just gotta jump up, jump around, jump up, and get down.
Let's do this.
Oh.
These Angara carried more than weapons. They had research tech, data pads. Let's find out why.
Thank you, Captain Cylon.
The Rokar were studying mutant wildlife too. They want to use it against us. The data pad mentions a camp.
Updating known data. Mission parameters changing.
We gotta go to camp. So, Iceman, if you're still hanging out, what concert? You know, I forgot to say. Wonder what concert Iceman's gonna say. I'll ask him. Otherwise, he has a lot going on, obviously. I can walk with the animals, talk with the animals, shoot and spray and slap all the animals.
Here they come!
Okay, so we're missing. That's not what we're looking for. Back this way. Okay, so what did... Down here...
Sam, what do you get from this?
What do you get from this, Sam?
The Rokar took special interest in mutations that would poison a natural environment.
They wouldn't use that on our worlds.
What are your instructions for this data, Pathfinder?
Erase the whole computer, Sam. No one needs that knowledge.
Acknowledged. Data elimination complete.
Let's wrap things up and get back to our researchers.
Oh, mineral cache. We fast travel. It's the Angels lead the Yankees 3-2. Astros and Athletics are on the way. It was me.
What have you brought us, Pathfinder?
I got jumped by Rokar. They were researching harmful mutations, hoping to use them against us.
I hope you put an end to their work.
Do you have any of their data? May we see it?
I erased everything. We don't need that kind of knowledge floating around.
I was just curious to see the Roka's idea of good science.
We need to be better than them. This is about improving life, right?
Yeah, more or
Exactly.
less.
Our work could benefit the Angara, prove the Rokar wrong about us.
I scanned all the mutated wildlife I could find. I hope it helps your research.
We're going to be overwhelmingly busy, aren't we?
Thank you for everything, Pathfinder. We'll get to work.
Look at that. We have done good deeds. Deeds have been done.
Want a deal?
Yeah, we want a deal. Want to deal with Cody Holdren. They're rooting this to this, wheeling this, dealing this. Down in Andromeda, this side of Texas. Got him. Got splattered at a distance.
Leaving Avarl.
It's
Ready to
been
show
a
us the Pathfinder.
long road. Getting from there to here. It's been a long time. Taking a long time was like my father. I spoke with my dad
All systems green.
yesterday, and he says, "It's like, hey, you know what? It's like if you give vacation, why don't you come out here?" It's like that. I'm not getting on a plane. Not just because they'll force me to buy 2 seats. I'm not going through the hassle of flying. The irony is like he was complaining about on a trip that he took, like to go on to take a friend of his on a cruise who just on an Alaskan cruise, and he was complaining about like all the stuff he had to go through, airport security and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, you think I'm gonna go through that?
Pathfinder. I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Yes. Sam, open the door. Sam, open the door. Market dominant. That's right. We gotta go. I think we gotta go into the.
So the Turians kick out the Genophage, basically destroy our people, and they get a pat on the back and a seat on the council. And what do I get? A medal.
A medal? From who?
My buddy made one out of a piece of scrap and pinned it to my chest. Still got it somewhere.
Got it. Suvi, that extra mass is behind the storage room bulkhead.
Behind it?
It looks like a construction mech welded right into the hull.
Scanning the parts has activated an audio log.
I think I know what that's about, Ryder. Come up to the bridge.
Okay, what's it about, Callow?
Those parts you found welded in the storage room. I recognize them.
From where?
When the ship was being
They
built.
belong to the ship's lead designer, Lucille Diawara. She broke her back during construction. But Lucille wouldn't abandon her ship. She converted a construction mech into a rig she could wear. She must have welded it into the hull. Her artist's signature.
Not even a broken back could stop her dream.
Sam, didn't you find an audio log with Lucille's rig? Can you play it?
Sam found my construction gear then. Well done. One of you Pathfinders got the Tempest.
Yep, it was me.
Zevin Reka, Matriarch Ishara, Alec Ryder. You were the best of us.
Dad's gone. Makes you wonder how many other Pathfinders made it.
We'll find out. It's what you do.
Take care of my ship and each other. Whatever is in Andromeda, you're the Milky Way to them. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep.
I never thought I'd hear
Callow.
Lucille's voice again.
She really cared about the Pathfinders. Enough to give them her rig. For luck.
Lucille made it a part of the Tempest. Let's keep it that way.
I'll see to it, Ryder.
Thanks. Now let's go make her proud.
Okay, let's see what our immediate things here are. Yeah, those are side things that basically involve a lot of running around. Swing by the Nexus. We do things. Looks like Ziggurat has acquired Blood Rain franchise, another Majesco. Alright, so it looks like there is possibility of the Blood Rain franchise returning. Just realized that the Nexus is nothing but just like a flying H in space. H for Helios. I get it. It is one.
An Angaran delegation arrives on the Nexus. Initiative brass are now working
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
Top scientists have few answers as the dark energy anomaly
Better beer through crafting.
Oh, it's you.
Those look horrifying. Dutch will love them. Thank the Pathfinder.
a worker was almost safe.
There we go. Jog up this ramp because there are no stairs.
Sure glad I went to school for this. Thanks for nothing, education.
Of course, there are probably more systems to find. The Scourge doesn't help.
But our mapping of Helios is complete for now. We can see how the Scourge perturbs orbital patterns, compresses space.
And makes pilots crazy trying to navigate it. But now we've got its number. With these, every initiative pilot can learn to explore it safely.
My model of Helios blossoms with data thanks to you. Here, please. You have earned this.
Damn right, I've earned it. Minerals. Hold. Darn it.
Rock?
Numbers on the fritz again.
Got another unearthed memory. Memory has been unearthed. It was once Earth, and now it's been unearthed.
Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters. This is HNS.
This is CNN. Long-limbed rider.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is when Alec first learned the initiative.
Who told him about the initiative?
It will be just a moment.
Hello, Alec.
I'm too old for cloak and dagger. I got your message. I'm here. Who are you?
Who's the benefactor?
If you like.
You have something to offer me?
A future?
That's vague.
A future for your wife.
We're listening.
Your contacts have dried up. You can't finish Sam.
How do you know about?
I can help you. Whatever you need.
Start by telling me what you need.
Your AI is more than a cure for your wife. It could also be the salvation for many others.
I don't follow.
Where we're going, we'll need a different perspective to understand things.
Where's that? The Andromeda Galaxy?
I have a
Yes.
proposal for you. And Ellen doesn't have much time. Are you interested?
Who was that? The benefactor.
It was an elusive
There was more to the
woman.
Andromeda initiative than was publicly understood. Private logs are now available in your father's quarters. They may shed further light on the matter. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
This dude's due the shittiest assignments. He spends the entire time in Andromeda in front of a door.
Your father's personal logs.
I had a strange meeting yesterday. I thought it would be with Jien Garson, who founded the initiative. But it wasn't. I guess Jien's the visionary, the one who gets everyone excited about the project and drums up publicity. But then this benefactor apparently provides resources and money. And I mean a lot of money. It's a little unusual. But...
No, it is. The benefactor was Arya Taloke.
Interesting. I wonder if Director Tan knows anything about this. Worth talking to him.
I accepted the initiative's offer. They're calling me a Pathfinder. There's no other option left. Sam will never happen without their help. Our savings are gone, and no one will return my calls. I am a pariah. There's something strange going on with this benefactor. But Ellen's getting worse. I can't fail her.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Right. We must speak to Director Tan. Which is ironic because I am certainly pale.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided few details so far.
Without Gene, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
We've gone all the way up here.
Hello, Pathfinder.
The Angara have nothing to fear.
The Angara are survivors.
Something I can help you with?
I'm curious. What do you know about the people who backed the initiative?
Yeah, Tans.
What everyone knows. Gian Garson was the founder and visionary. Unfortunately, she died on the Nexus during the Scourge disaster.
Is there anyone else?
I would almost welcome them. A voice to silence the rabble. Then Kesh might listen. But no, we're alone. Why do you ask?
I have information that suggests Garson wasn't the only one.
What sort of information?
It's complicated, but there was a silent partner, a benefactor.
Even if that were true, we've been here 14 months with no sign of them. This partner is either a phantom, missing, or dead. Nope, Gian Garson was the beacon. A sad end to someone of such stature.
Yeah, coincidence.
Oh?
It was chaos. By the time they found her, she was already dead, succumbed to her injuries.
That's some kind of luck. Dying after a 600-year trip she organized personally?
No one ever said fate is kind. If you're suggesting something else happened, Ryder, I'd rather you didn't. Let's not add to the confusion.
Thank you for your time.
Ryder, if you wish to pursue this further, accessing Nexus security records may reveal more information.
Well, of course we're gonna pursue it. We have no choice. We are running around in a tank top on a space station.
Okay, what are we looking for, Sam?
Stuff.
The only hard fact is that her body was found in one of the apartments.
Then connecting her death to the Scourge disaster was mere speculation.
Yeah, they just wanted this to go away. I think we need to check out that apartment.
Environmental data will allow us to reconstruct the scene.
To the docking bay. How convenient that Ian Garson and Peavy had apartments in the same area. What are the odds?
To avoid affected areas. This is HNS. As sleepers wake from stasis, this is not what I signed up for. What a mess.
It could be worse.
Full on sprint.
This is where Jean Garson's body was discovered.
What are we looking for?
If you scan the room, environmental data may allow for scene recreation.
There. This was no accident. She was murdered.
This incident occurred over a year ago. Her killer is likely far away by now.
Yeah. But where? This whole area was shuttered back then. Didn't open till the Hyperion arrived. So what was Garson even doing here?
Perhaps a further scan of the room is in order.
Thank you, Captain Cylon. Hidden doors.
What do we have here?
Storm is coming. Said evidence was clear. Meaning Andromeda.
This is Gian Garson. I don't have much time. I've been hiding in the sealed-off sections of the Nexus since we got here. Someone's trying to kill me. And now I can hear them down in the hydroponics area. They're coming. I've embedded what I know in my VI in the Cultural Center. This log has the code. And whatever happens... Oh god, they're outside the door.
Wow, this is some serious shit.
Yeah, it is.
Deeply troubling. I have the code she mentioned for the VI kiosk.
So, Captain Silent, can you imagine what Lucius's reaction is going to be when she eventually reaches this point? Like,
My team and I surveyed Eos thoroughly and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone.
Welcome back.
Hello there, neighbor. I'm Gian Garson, the founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I thought you might like to hear more about our plans.
Sam, can we hear that message Garson talked about?
Unlocking it now. Rerouting to our private channel.
For years, there was a silent partner involved with the initiative. The
you know
truth
how
is, I was
Andromeda
running
at
out
the
of
beginning
money.
of it drags?
Then a
No, she's
benefactor
past
stepped
that
in.
point.
I didn't ask questions. I never met them face to face. That was a mistake. I lied to everyone. Something big spooked them in the Milky Way, and now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for the good, but I have my doubts. And now I think they're going to remove me. Alec Ryder and I had a code word for this. Fulcrum. He may have learned more.
Not really.
What does that mean, something big in the Milky Way?
Perhaps your father's locked memories hold the answer. He might have known more.
Yeah? Guess I'll have to keep unlocking them to find out for sure.
Well, she did, well, that really depends. It's like, I know she's done, like, some major story stuff. I just don't know for sure in terms of her roaming around doing side stuff.
Hey, Vetra, have you heard anything about some lab techs coming out the initiative?
Yeah. And I certainly take a much more, side quest, let's do this approach.
History is made after the initiative
Wait.
establishes Prodroma.
Ah, yes.
Sugar? Lots of sugar. My team and I surveyed Eos thoroughly and even stopped the storms.
Nothing that compares to
The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone.
Hey, Ryder.
Petra, hi! It could be endless adventures. All right, so then it's going to be like a case of what game she's going to finish first, Andromeda or Expedition 33. Like, place your bets. Place your bets.
Ryder.
Ryder. That's a streaming when you want engagement. Me go for the hot and popular thing? I'm trying to think. Yep. I'm trying to think, like, the only time is, like, obviously Overwatch is almost evergreen in terms of popularity. Maybe the couple of nights I did Marvel Rivals. You know what? Unironically, the most, like, do it at the peak of popularity thing I did, or at least time of release, would have been the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. when that came out in 2021. We did it like that Friday and Saturday. Either that Friday or Saturday, I forget which. And also, like, going back further when, like, Life is Strange 2 and Before the Storm came out, I did streams, like, and also the Walking Dead seasons. And some of those stuff, like, we did at, like, and again, this is going back with before 2020. Like, in the Lost era of this channel, we did, like, a lot of that stuff, like, on day of release. Like, for those individual episodes and such. Really? Okay, it's meeting with Ephra. That's okay. Well, next up, Aya. Just to double check Vold real quick. No, wait, Indiana Jones we did fairly close to when it launched. Obviously, Dragon Age of Veilguard was like 2 months after, but it was like that was planned, of course. Of course, I was doing stuff related to it.
Beginning approach.
No, Life is Strange Double Exposure we did that when that launched, like a day. So there we go. So there's another one.
Bold orbit is steady.
It is kind of nuts, but generally I don't chase like the big popular new shiny games when they launch. Like I put stuff on a list of things that I really want to play. It's just a matter of we try and time stuff out. Not always successful. We're going to crash. We're going to crash on Aya. Callow has flippin' had it with Gil. He's crashing us into a city. Of course, tomorrow night, speaking of crazy things, Sam and Max. Also, Dragon Age shop numbers for her channel, but that's fair. But that'll be another 3 years on Origins alone. Yeah.
I'm telling you, my name is on that list. I received the combo recyclable. I'll find that.
Also janky on PC and also not available on PS unless you still have a physical. Yeah. Like the weird is like the rough trade-offs. Like I have a quasi working PlayStation 3, but hooking up the PS3 for streaming is a pain in the ass in and of itself. Because you can't hook up a straight HDMI connection to a capture card with a PS3, or at least not with an Elgato like the HD 60 models. Like the newer the HD capture card model, the harder it is. Or you need to use like a component and or composite cables to get that to work. Almost the same issue was like a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 1, but it's more of a pain in the rear with a PS3.
Did that shipment ever come in? From Havara? Pathfinder, did you make it to Havara?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
If it helps you piece your history together, that's all I need.
It does help. You have no idea how much. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking.
Yes?
If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Sure, why not?
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed. Areas only a Pathfinder could go.
Like
there could be relics
Kadara.
sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this. If you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far.
Very
I know that doesn't
far.
answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
He doesn't want to come along.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge? What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ships crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Right? Next quest. Da 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 da. Of course, the big question is like, when am I doing like when is we doing another Atlas game? Oh, debating that because you got like a couple. You got one remastered with the Rido stuff that just remastered that just came out. I do another run of P3 Persona 3 Portable. That's the FemC run. And then there's SMT5. And which? Oh, and metaphor.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
What disrespect?
Did Jal know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
What? No what?
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell her the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
The Archon wanted her knowledge of remnant tech, but why would Ven betray her?
Lane.
I don't know. That's why I kept it quiet. I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go exactly?
Yes, where did he go?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
We don't like you, so
The
what do you
Pathfinder
expect?
is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
Ooh, he in trouble. Alrighty. Oops. Someone needs help all the way over here.
When you have a Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor.
Yes, I
must
know.
express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies. Navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
Oh, we kind of crashed
We're
through it.
against us, that's for sure.
But still.
Yet here we are. Strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Daresh, Chief Voneron.
It's a privilege to meet you. Tell me about yourself.
I'm something of a pathfinder myself.
Oh, really?
I'm a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer. You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Of course.
Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
What do you mean I can't jump the barrier there? You know, for a second, I thought this Angara was in a wheelchair, but they're sitting on a barrel. All together now. It's been a long road. Getting from there to here. Because when you think about it, the theme to Star Trek Enterprise is essentially a bad Bruce Springsteen song.
That is a surprise. What are their expectations?
They survived the Scourge and the Ket and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
They failed? Petra, hi!
Ryder. You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
I think that, oh yeah, there is one of those things. Joel, where is Joel at? Yeah, I know. Safety first. We slide down the ladder. Wait. Oh, Captain Cylon, I'm sorry, but my thing stopped scrolling. I missed everything you said. PS3 for streaming was pretty garbage. Yep. You also got Metaphor. Metaphor will be a good palate cleanser in between the heavy Atlas stuff. Yep. Captain Cylon, I'm sorry. It's like I didn't realize my chat locked in place.
Yep.
Y'all?
We'll talk later. I'm unhappy with us right now.
How the hell is it that you're unhappy with me, y'all?
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
All right, we go over this way. You know, the big thing here with, at least with our pacing on Andromeda, giving it multiple nights.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here. I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone. You mean destroyed? I mean, gone.
Gone.
Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point.
Oh, okay, we gotta go back to Vold. We gotta go back to Vold. Just when you think it's safe to be out of the Vold. Start your own Stargate travel sequence joke there.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Getting a scan. You're sure that astronomer's nav points are correct? He seemed to think so. There's nothing out here. The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. It can't do that, right? I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points.
Suvi sounds nervous. And or flustered. But considering it is Suvi, is there a difference?
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Getting a scan.
Close the distance.
Let me guess. No Angaran satellite? No, but I've got something else. Message buoy from an Angaran ship. They came here looking and didn't find anything either. Left a marker for us. Must be the team our astronomer sent. They headed to a new nav point. We should join the party.
What party did they go on? They're going to the Leif Erikson party.
I'm picking up something. Probe away. Anomaly found.
Big closing.
Stand by. I'm cutting through heavy interference from the Scourge. You're pretty close for comfort. Something's drifting just inside. Angaran ship. In pieces. No life signs. Who did this? Ket? I found the ship's log. Scanning and downloading. Scavengers. The Angara caught them stealing satellites. The Scavs fought back, and the Angara collided with the Scourge.
Ow.
Can we find the scavengers? I have their ship's transponder ID. It's registered out of Kadara port.
Oh. Guess where we're not going right away because we gotta go. We have to drop all. We have to take a detour to Vold first. Can you believe it? Every time we think we get away from Vold, we gotta go back.
Beginning approach.
I mean, there are worse places to be. And I just think about that planet where, because Kadara has all that radiation. Like, all right, Liam, you can come along here. We don't want to bring Liam along. We just have no choice.
Approaching the LZ.
Liam! All right, where are we going? Oh wait, we got. All right, we gotta go all the way over here. Thank you, Captain Cylon.
Where can I get one of those resistance patches? Trade you a hustle.
Well, that was almost a good idea.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is stable. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Ken, watch out.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support restored. Avena mentioned sites like this might contain Angaran relics. We should search it.
Right on. And then instead of going back to Aya, we'll just go to Kadara. Here we can run into Conrad Werner's sister. You want to cut to the galactic interference and find the real meat and potatoes of entertainment?
Hello?
What's my drone doing floating around here? Well, that's interesting.
Fold orbit is steady.
All right, time to go someplace brand new that we're going to spend like several weeks on.
System, Gavorkan. Approaching Kadara.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara Port from the Ket. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us.
So what are the odds of that? Nothing there. One Quarian nav processor. Wait, there's a planet called Mine? Yes. Wait, what do you want to... We just discovered a planet. What do you want to call it? Mine. You want to call it yours? Oh, I said I want to call it mine. Yes, you want to call it yours.
Probe away. Getting a scan.
There's a mountain there. Mountains? Mountains where? Mountains there. La, da, 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 da. A heat advisory is in effect.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Is there a spare beryllium field on board? Oh, there isn't. You broke it. You broke the bloody ship. No, I just realized the Tempest is really not much of a difference stylistically from the Protector from Galaxy Quest. Except it doesn't have any blue or red particle cannons.
Now orbiting Gadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone by order of Sloane Kelly. She was head of Nexus security.
Be ready for anything, and keep comms open. Should hear from our resistance contacts soon.
Gadara Port. Nowhere else would you find another den full of scum and villainy.
Incoming call. Patching it through.
There's been a development regarding the spy, Venturev. Rendezvous at Kroller's Song. Your contact's codename is Shayna.
Shayna. Got it.
And just think, there's some serious scumbags on this planet.
That's one hell of a welcome sign.
Yeah, it is.
Exiles have stepped up their game since the revolt.
Everybody relax, I found the bar.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
Maybe we can get them back on our side.
We know they can fight Ket.
Our supplier's waiting. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Do I even want to know?
Nope.
I mean, nope. I want to know. I want to know what's going on.
Don't cause any trouble.
I was about to say, hey, we found Lucius's character. Or at least, no, from the back we found Lucius's character. A new place to run around.
Just keep your head down and do your work. I'll be fine. I have protection.
What? You know the rules. No weapons.
A data pad.
But no one leaves the port until their docking papers go through processing.
Docking papers, right. How much you want?
Everything all right?
Yeah, just greasing some palms so we can park the Nomad.
Need any help?
Thanks, but I've got this. You just focus on the spy.
We look around. We find the places.
How are we supposed to survive out there?
Not my problem.
What are you doing to these people?
Nothing they weren't expecting. Port's got two rules. No guns and pay your protection fees.
Action fees?
What are you, the mob?
Other way around. Outcasts of the law, Kadara. You got a problem with that? You can join these assholes.
Pathfinder, it will be difficult to find the spy if you're barred from the city.
Guess that's true.
What was that?
Nothing. I'll be on my way.
Creep.
Eric.
Had to give Sloan her cut. You know the rules.
Nice gear. Could find something better. Check the console.
I've been looking for an edge.
Out here, you'll need it.
My gear is the best. But you got stuff. We can craft those things.
Sloan's discount doesn't extend to Braun. A squishy thing like you needs protection. Got the best armor in all of Kadara.
Bold claim. Let's see what you've got.
Everything's on the console.
Everything's on console, she says. Can't go there yet.
Piss off. Chambers are closed.
Enterev. All right. So we know he's been here. Come on, me. We just come through and we just steal one of your things. What's wrong? Wasn't there like a...
You can't do this.
This is a home.
Should have paid your protection fees then.
And Sloan wonders why people join the collective. Say that again. I dare you. We'll find a way. We always do.
No more talking. I'm sick of your shit.
Right? What the... Trigger down there?
You won't get away with this. My people
Yep.
won't allow it. Not for us, the Ungara would have been slaughtered by the Ket.
Ungrateful prick.
Like, we can't do anything here just yet. Everybody relax, we found the bar.
Pathfinder. Interested in the Collective's services?
How do you know who I am?
The Collective makes a point of knowing everything and everyone worth knowing in Helios.
You sound more like information brokers than pirates.
Same difference.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
Exactly.
What's going on between the Collective and the Outcasts?
Officially, nothing.
Unofficially?
Lines are being drawn, Pathfinder. That's all I can say.
Who is the charlatan? No one seems to have a straight answer.
The charlatan is our leader and a private
He's a
individual.
wannabe
Even I haven't
Yogg.
seen him in person.
You take orders from a stranger?
I've met representatives, people who speak for the charlatan and carry out their will. Whoever the charlatan is, man or woman, they provide information, care, resources. It's ours. That's enough for me.
I'm having trouble nailing down what the Collective is exactly.
Understandable. We aren't one thing. Think of us as a service provider. We cater to our clients' needs.
Even if that means killing and stealing from people.
Survival is an ugly business, Pathfinder, but unlike the Outcasts, we aren't governed by hate. If the initiative proved reasonable, I'm sure the charlatan would be willing to work with the Nexus.
Uh-huh.
Let's say I was interested in joining your little gang. How would I do that?
You're more high profile than our usual members, but it's up to the charlatan who joins. If you have potential, our leader will reach out to you, usually through a representative.
And then what?
For some, that's it. Others may have to pass a test. It's different for every recruit.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, Pathfinder. Of course.
Well, at least he was polite, you know. He got some information about the Collective. Hey, look, a smashed Krogan. Put more stuff in the stuff you put stuff in.
Hey!
Piss off.
You order, you pay.
I said.
Don't fuck with an Asari who has a knife. And then there's this asshole.
I've got time for a drink.
Shayna, but you can call me Reyes. I hate code names.
I was expecting someone more Angaran.
The Resistance pays me to supply information, among other things.
What other things?
So you're a smuggler.
Your man, Venterev, was arrested by Sloane Kelly, leader of the Outcasts. Word spread about what he did to Moshe Sefa. The
What he
people are calling
did?
for his execution. And Sloane? She's a woman of the people.
I like her already.
Well, she doesn't like you.
She's never met me.
Yeah.
You work for the Initiative. Sloane was part of the uprising on the Nexus. I doubt she'll give Ven up easily.
Yep, everyone has a
She'll agree
price.
to a deal.
There might be another way to get to Ven. You work Sloane, I'll talk to the Resistance.
What a
How do I
douche.
contact you if things go south?
Hey, you gotta pay.
Keep the change.
Always do. What can I get you? Don't say surprise me.
Were you a bartender back in the Milky Way?
Yup.
Yep.
You like it?
Nope.
Nope.
So why do it?
It's familiar.
I get
When
it.
you're surrounded by the alien, it's comforting to do something familiar.
Yeah, sure.
So what's the latest in Kadara?
The port's on the brink of civil war. The Charlatan and the Collective have been gunning for Sloane's throne. Thought it was all talk until they started killing each other in the Badlands.
You're pretty calm about it.
When you live in a place run by pirates, violence becomes relative. I'm not gonna worry until the shooting's outside my bar.
How do you feel about Sloane? Do you like her?
I like Sloane fine, but her protection fees can go to hell.
She makes you pay for protection?
Yep, and the price of safety keeps getting higher. Can't complain too much, though. The outcasts are my biggest customers.
And the
You
charlatan?
mentioned the Charlatan and the Collective.
Yeah, what about them?
Who are they?
Wow, you're new here.
Yes.
No one knows who the Charlatan is. That's kind of the point. He, she, they, whatever, run the Collective. They like to think of themselves as some kind of spy network. But they're just thugs. Might be a little smarter than the outcasts, but no one's got the moral high ground in Kadara.
Thanks for the gossip.
Part of the job.
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it. What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it.
It's like Ryder is a heavy drinker.
Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
Yeah, she's hot. And she gives great, never mind.
Kadara is honored by your presence and your credits.
If you've got an issue with me,
relax. I wouldn't hurt a potential customer.
The Black Widow 9000. Where's like the freaking general then? I know there is one. Yeah, we have mods. You end up getting something from one of these people. Me. Woo! What's up, Krogan?
Sloane's inside. Mind your damn manners.
Hey, easy, Froggy.
Focus defenses here and here. The Ket have been quiet for too long.
Clone. Hi.
What?
That's quite the throne. Should I bow? Kiss your ring?
Very funny. So, what brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Ven Terev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
I need him so I can infiltrate a Ket flagship. You've obviously got no love for the Ket. I'm doing you a favor.
Kadara is an Angaran port. They want Ven dead, and I want to keep them happy.
This is bigger than local politics.
You don't need Ven. You need his intel. Talk to him before I put his head on a spike.
Done.
I can work with that.
See? No reason we can't be civilized.
Hey, he's totally civilized.
Should have brought refreshments.
It's like, ew, we like her.
Give the Pathfinder access to the holding cells. You're not what I expected, Pathfinder.
I get that a lot.
Keep staying on Sloane's good side, and I'll be really impressed.
Are you Sloane's second in command?
She calls me her right-hand Turian. I keep the wheel from squeaking.
Did you switch sides with Sloane during the mutiny?
I came over on Argnatanis.
Oh.
Never stepped foot on the Nexus.
I ran into some Natana survivors on Havarl.
They're still alive? Must be Rix's doing.
Yes, they were.
You know Avitus?
We've crossed paths.
The Collective is making waves in Kadara Port. What's the Outcast plan to stay on top?
Wipe them out.
We're not telling our strategies to strangers.
You and Sloane seem close.
What about it?
Nothing. Just wondering what's the story there.
We met on the Citadel. She punched me in the face when I offered to buy her a drink.
That's how all romance should
Seriously?
begin.
No. Mind your own business, Pathfinder.
See you around, Kaitis.
Who else is here?
My head.
Our deal's done. What do you want?
What happened to being civilized?
It's hard to be polite when there's shit to do.
We all have our character flaws.
You my therapist now. Get to the point, Pathfinder.
What does the
Yeah, we want
Collective
some more
have against
info.
the Outcasts?
People always want what they don't have. The charlatans' thugs are no different.
Who do you think the charlatan is?
My guess, a group of people. It'd take more than one person to run that outfit.
You're not worried they're moving in on Outcast territory?
If they make a play, I'm ready.
So, the Outcasts. Give me the sales pitch.
The Outcasts.
Thank you, Captain Cylon.
Hesitation.
I handpicked every one of my crew. They've got either potential or history with me. You've got neither.
Addison said something similar. I'll prove you both wrong.
Addison and I agree on something.
How did a human come to lead an Angaran port?
Through violence and bloodshed.
The Ket were rounding up Angara like animals. It was a slaughter. My people put an end to it. Naturally, the locals were grateful.
And the heads decorating the spaceport? What's that about?
A warning.
To the Ket?
To anyone.
I looked you up. Head of Nexus Security. Alliance train.
Hot as
Record
hell.
shows a temper, but otherwise paints the picture of a loyal soldier. Why'd you switch sides?
Because I'm sick of serving assholes. I could have handled the situation on the Nexus, but Tam wanted a bloodbath. He brought in the Krogan without even asking me. New galaxy, same old bullshit.
You could have quit.
They would have died without my help. Not all exiles are criminals. Some of us just had enough.
You became a pirate by trying to protect people from a massacre?
The irony isn't lost on me.
You know, Pathfinder, when I joined the initiative, I thought we could build a new society.
See, Sloan is an idealist.
But the initiative was just another empty promise. The only person I can count on to change things is me.
Helios isn't exactly hospitable. How did he survive after the Nexus?
We didn't leave empty-handed, but when supplies ran low, we were forced to get creative. I ordered hits on Ket convoys, traded with Angaran villages. They told me about Kadara port.
You never got violent with the Angara?
Just the Rokar. Fuck those guys.
Damn straight.
I'll let you get back to it.
Pathfinder, stay out of Kadara's business. This isn't your turf.
Unfortunately, the asshole Reyes is going to drag us into it.
Rules first.
Don't feed the prisoner.
Don't touch the prisoner. And the only thing that passes between you two are words. Got it?
Got it.
Absolutely. I won't cause trouble.
What do you want?
The Archon ship. Where is it?
This a new interrogation tactic? Sloane's getting lazy.
I don't answer to Sloan. I'm a Pathfinder with the initiative.
The one who rescued the Moshai.
Yep.
I know who you are and what happened on Vold.
You're well informed for someone behind bars.
Word travels
The
fast.
rumors hit before I was captured. That's why the mob wants me dead. Even deserters hate me.
The Archon ship. Where
is it?
I never saw it. Got my orders from a Ket transponder. But you could use its frequency to triangulate the Archon's location.
Do you still have it?
I buried it before I was arrested. Should still be outside the city.
Where?
Thanks for the intel.
Don't you want to know why I did it? Why I betrayed the Moshai?
Sure, tell me.
Enlighten me.
We're losing the war against the Ket, and still, Ephra puts my brothers and sisters in danger to protect a useless old woman.
So you took things into your own hands.
I made the call he wouldn't. The Archon only wanted the Moshai. I thought if I gave her up... I didn't know what the Ket were doing to my people.
It makes you a traitor.
Entrusted the Moshai to you, and you betrayed them both.
I did what I thought was right. And I'll accept the consequences.
We'll mount your head on the pike ourselves.
Pathfinder, the communicator is buried outside the ceasefire zone. I suggest bringing a squad.
Betra, Drac, are you back from whatever it was you were doing?
Yep, our completely legitimate business deal went off without a hitch.
Completely legitimate business deal.
Tell Gil to prep the Nomad. I need to go outside the city.
Yes, totally legitimate business deals. Totally.
You've all seen a dead body before. Move along.
The charlatan strikes again.
If you would like, Pathfinder, I could provide an analysis of the deceased. He's Angaran. There are multiple lacerations on the face and abdomen.
Another body? I don't get paid enough for this shit.
There's been more than one murder?
7 by my count, but that's all I know.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal would have more information, Pathfinder.
Enlist in the outcasts.
you okay?
What? Oh, yeah, of course.
Could have fooled
Maybe you
me.
should freak out more quietly then, so you don't draw attention to yourself.
Shit, was that obvious?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. What's going on?
You ever trust someone named
I joined the
Whistler?
Outcast a few weeks ago. Kaitis tasked me with collecting protection fees. Thought it'd be easy. But we talked to so many people. I got the names mixed up and banished someone who paid their fee.
They didn't protest it?
Of course, she did. But they all do. We don't really listen.
You just kicked her out. No questions asked.
You don't have to guilt trip me. I thought about looking for her, but I can't risk Kaitis finding out I screwed up. I need this job to feed my little brother. Our mom's still in cryo on the Nexus. He's got no one else.
All right, leave it to me.
Just tell me her name and any clues about where she might be.
Remy Tamayo. She would have gone to the slums for processing. After that, no idea. The warden might know. Everyone who's banished to the Badlands goes through him.
You're the Pathfinder, right? One of your crew, Liam, already secured parking for your vehicle. She's ready for you.
Go down to the slums. Let's see. A veteran Drac were already groundside anyway.
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
Tartarus? Wait, we're going to Tartarus? No, I'll forget about that.
They're in a euphoric state. Whatever's in their system induces lethargy and intense hallucinations.
What is this place?
A business establishment. Perfectly legal.
Everything's legal in Kadara.
Yeah, totally.
And that's the way we like it. You
got an issue, bring it up with Sloan.
Detecting traces of sulfuric acid on the throat and stomach lining. She must have consumed unfiltered water.
And the crates? They just stacked them on top of her?
Perhaps the exiles didn't care enough to move the body.
Show some respect.
How toxic can it be?
Very. Very toxic.
There'll always be places like this. Doesn't matter what galaxy you're in.
I know it hurts, but my skin burns.
It will pass. I'm so sorry.
Dude, I'm trying to talk to you here.
You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere.
We're not leaking.
No leaking here. Just seeing all Kadara has to offer.
A tourist, huh?
Pathfinder, actually.
One survived. Could have used you when we got to Helios. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. I used to work as the outcast's physician.
Then you got your ass thrown
After Sloan
out.
Turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug.
She's a criminal. What did you expect?
She wasn't always like this. Life since the Nexus, it's changed all of us. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local string of bacteria that shares properties with penicillin.
Quite the find.
It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and induces hallucinations in large doses. I took my concerns to Sloan. All she saw was an opportunity to make a profit, called the drug Oblivion. But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her.
That sounds easy
So
enough.
let's steal the formula.
Are you crazy? It's heavily guarded. I'm a doctor. I don't know how to fight.
Huh, we do.
That's why we bring a Krogan.
Please don't get killed trying to fix my mistake.
Yeah. Memory serves me right. This jackass came up with it and he's trying to say Sloan did it.
What's in it?
Just broth made from local ingredients. It's
Like what's in it? We don't know. But tomorrow night, folks, we got more Sam and Max.
Hey, you're that initiative big shot, aren't you?
Some might say that.
Don't fret. I'm not gonna hit you up for anything. Nothing specific, at least. You could say I'm disillusioned with the exiles. People here can't be trusted. Sooner stab you in the back than work together. So, I got no love for any of them.
Get to the point.
Shit, fine.
Yeah.
Outlaws got innovative ways of putting stuff together. I bet a smart one like you could learn a lot from scrutinizing our,
Stuff.
You should check out Outlaw Tech and Materials. Might learn a few things. You remember who gave you the skinny on that.
Not a bad little dive.
Everybody relax, we found the bar. Conrad's sister. Hi.
Sorry, if you're looking for a dance, I'm off the clock.
What's it like spending your time down here?
Better than back home. Had to get away from my crazy family in the Milky Way. My brother, Conrad, well, he's a couple of quarts low on EZO, if you know what I mean.
Totally understand.
Now I'm here and it's great. That Sloane Kelly, I want to be just like her. That attitude, her accent. She's like, hey you bastard, lick my boots, kiss my ring, and then my bum. I want to work for her, learn the ropes. Then call up my brother Conrad and be all, see, idiot, you're not the only one in the family hanging out with famous people.
Right. Good luck with that.
Yep. All right, time to dance. See, people complain that Shepard can't dance. But look at that. Ryder is the one that can't dance. It is. This Hilarion has 2 Asari girls by him.
Want to make some easy credits?
And he's smoking a cigar too.
Always.
I like your conviction. As you may know, Kadara's most valuable trade is scrap and resources stolen from the Nexus. But that well's running dry.
I'm not stealing for you.
Not my goal. My focus is resources native to Andromeda. I have it on good authority there's a large barite deposit in Draleer. Barite's going to be big.
You don't say.
I sent a surveyor to check it out, but he hasn't returned. All I need from you is peace of mind.
Check it out.
Send me his last nav point. I'll check on him.
Much appreciated.
What's your poison?
Whatever's potable.
I'm not picky.
My kind of customer. First round's on me. You're more reputable than my usual clientele.
What was it like after leaving the Nexus?
Oh, it was lovely. One big, smelly mutineer party.
Your sarcasm survived the trip.
What can I say? It sucked. We had limited supplies and nowhere to go. Kadara's paradise in comparison, even with the shite water.
The Outcast or the Collective giving you any trouble?
Not really. They tend to shoot each other in remote places, where no one's looking. That won't last forever. All it takes is one wrong move and things get ugly.
How ugly?
Board up the place and hold out till the smoke clears.
Your bar has a unique design. Something tells me these cages aren't just decorative.
They're for your protection as much as ours. Trust me, my employees can take care of themselves.
Guessing you had issues.
A few.
Outlaws and pirates aren't known for their manners. Some customers got rowdy and ended up losing fingers. The bars won't stop a bullet, but it's a clear warning to keep your hands to yourself.
I'll let you get back to it.
Never enough drinks to pour.
Alrighty.
Tell her to call later.
And then there's this asshole.
Ryder, glad you're here. I'm sure you've heard about the murders.
Yeah, we
There's
did.
a fresh body outside Crawla's. Some of the locals say it's the charlatan's handiwork.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet, careful. Whoever did this wanted the bodies found.
Oh shit.
Making a statement.
But to who?
These deaths could just be the result of living in a pirate-run town.
The killings are too systematic. No. If I was a betting man, and I am, I'd say it was the Rokar.
The Rokar?
Why would a Rokar be in Kadara port?
It's Angaran built, and before Sloan, Angaran run. I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits, and things got out of hand.
And the Angara victims? How do they fit into your theory?
I did some digging. All of the deceased Angara were public Milky Way sympathizers.
Ah.
So the victims either were from the Milky Way...
or supported us. It's the only pattern I could find.
An
You'll be
Angara
right.
port run by aliens would be a prime target for their cause.
Problem is, I've got no proof. And the Resistance doesn't want to antagonize the Rokar.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours to scan for evidence that could implicate the Rokar. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadara Port.
Looks like I'm adding detective to my growing list of titles.
Detectives find things, and you're...
A pathfinder. Yeah,
Yeah, we got it.
One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me a call when you get there.
Need to speak to the warden.
If you're thinking of heading into the Badlands, well, you may never come back.
What do you know about the situation out there?
Not
You
good.
might say I'm the warden of the Badlands. It's not a place for tourists. Tough beyond these walls.
I can handle it.
A lot of people say that, and then we never see them again. Badlands are Kadara's dumping ground, like a giant prison. When you're too nasty for even this place, we kick you out there.
You mean exiles who get exiled?
Yep.
Yep, worst of the worst. And some of them want to be there. Got secrets to hide, I guess. The water's toxic. Sulfur springs are everywhere. Have a nasty habit of catching fire. Yeah, so have at it. Knock yourself out.
I'm looking for a Remy Tamayo. Any idea where I might find her?
Tamayo. Oh, yeah. She's the one who kept insisting she's innocent.
She is innocent. The outcast collecting the fees made a mistake. Remy paid up.
Well, shit. That's never happened before.
Not here to point fingers. I just want to find her.
Look at you, playing the hero.
Yep, we were always playing the
Last time
hero.
I saw your girl. She was talking with Johan and his crew. Nasty bunch.
Who's Johan?
Send you the nav point to their last known location. Prepare for a fight.
Thank you, Mr. Warden.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Wonder how many drunk idiots have fallen in there.
A few. Daenerys, hi!
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
Clever.
Give them credit for putting the land to good use.
My name's Daenerys. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
Same difference.
Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your travels, let me know. Future justice will thank you.
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
This body was dumped here, as Daenerys claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation.
Hot.
Okay, don't touch that.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby. The locker contains personal items. It is registered to the Parchero.
Parchero? This is from the Solarian Arc.
Solarian Arc?
It looks like a salvage team is hunting down these lockers, meaning there's more. The Solarians are out there somewhere.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Thank you, Captain Cylon. Yeah, I know I can call the Nomad. I can use the Nomad, but a little on-foot reconnaissance never hurts. The controller did vibrate as if something was there. Shit!
The water is highly poisonous, Pathfinder. We shouldn't linger here.
No shit!
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Like, how many things are on this planet? About a few.
The camp ahead is not registered in Outcast or Collective records, Pathfinder.
Right? Let's see what's here. Something's here.
those outcast bastards for 3 days now. They're pulling out all the stops to get their credits back. Haven't eaten in days. So thirsty. Fuck it. I know it should be filtered, but I'm taking my chance. Water is water. Oh, God. This...
He drank the water.
You ever need a shoulder to lean on, I can, you know, ask around.
Got a box of spares somewhere?
You know it.
He has a box of spare shoulders. Drac is that kind of Krogan. Huh. Where'd the big boy come from? But it is just another spot where enemies appear.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Thank you, Sam.
Pathfinder, I detect a data pad in the area.
A data pad?
Looks like the Collective tried to get a ransom out of the outcasts. Wonder if it worked.
The attached nav point has been removed, Pathfinder. I can't determine the exchange location.
Oh, there's crates. Random Turian.
No gun, no credits. I'm not looking for trouble. Wait, you don't look like one of them. You're not here to kill me, are you?
Could I be?
I don't want trouble either. I'm from the Nexus.
I figured, but you can never be too careful. Outcast, Collective, they'll all shoot you for the lint in your pocket.
Just how dangerous is the water anyway?
Very.
Very, unless it's purified. The Angara have a filtration system that takes out the lethal stuff. Still tastes like a Krogan's undersuit. Smells, too.
Appetizing.
Very appetizing.
For you. What doesn't kill you makes you wish it did.
Which team are you batting for? Outcast or Collective?
Neither. I wasn't even going to join the Nexus Rebellion until my brother convinced me. He died in the uprising. By the time I had a change of heart, it was too late. Now I try to keep my head down and not take sides. Best way to stay alive, in my opinion.
You get a lot of Kett out here?
Not many. Sloan saw to that when we first arrived. I've heard rumblings, though. People going missing, tech breaking down. Makes me wonder if she really got all of them.
Got most of them.
Stay safe out here.
Yeah, safe.
Hey, come on, this place is totally safe. Just look at it. You can go swimming if you want to. It's not advised, but you can go swimming.
There it is. Last known location of this Johann guy. Hopefully Remy's inside and alive.
Word said Johann ran a nasty crew. Don't expect a warm welcome.
All right. Who's shooting in from where?
All right, let's find Remy.
Some of the victim's organs are missing.
Ugh.
Please, help me.
Are you all right?
They were going to eat me.
They're going to eat you?
I know.
They brought a group of us here from the slums, said we'd be safe. I'm the only one left.
You're safe now. It's over.
No, it's not. I'm still stuck in the Badlands, even though I paid my protection fee.
I know. The outcast who wrongly kicked you out of Kadara Port. He sent me.
Are they going to let me back in?
At the very least. Grayson, I found Remy. We need a pickup.
Thank God. I'll send a shuttle right away.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Detecting traces of human flesh and blood.
Sam, are you saying they were eating people?
Soylent Green is people!
Kill them first.
Come on, Drac.
What?
Just saying. Alrighty. So... so we will save here on a note of cannibalism. And so, well, Apex I did at like literally 6 in the morning. So Death from Above we'll call it. Trying to see in terms of the other things we need to do. Kill 2,000 enemies. Melee attacks. That's only possible with PB. And we gotta use like gotta kind of respec for that and throw enemies into enemies. And we're kind of working on that. You know what? Long distance jump. No, I already quit it out. Whoops. So, yeah. Anyway, Mass Effect Andromeda will return on Friday stream. Tomorrow, Thursday stream, we will have Sam and Max, episodes 3 and 4 of Sam and Max Save the World. Saturday and well, Sunday, I think we might do Andromeda Saturday and Sunday as well. Or because we got it's kind of got like a weirdness thing there where I forgot how long the Sam and Max individual episodes were. Anyway. And then basically, you know, we have the shorter game, and so we'll figure things out. It was like we're kind of all over the place. For the raid, we of course are going to our Wednesday night destination, Zone Sama, to zone out with Cecilia Littlewing. At the moment, they got like Super Mario's on. Super Mario Brothers Super Show. So hope y'all have a great rest of your evening. Have a great Thursday. Stay warm. Not stay warm. Stay cool. The temperatures are rising. We'll see you next time. Good night, folks. Bye.